US Ambassador to India Eric Garcetti has said the 2611 accused Tahawwur Rana will likely be extradited to India soon after the completion of legal formalities. In an interview to DD India's Ramesh Ramachandran, the envoy also talked about India hosting the Quad summit later this year and the talks that were held in New Delhi to restore the sovereignty of the Chagos Islands, including Diego Garcia, to Mauritius.
When can the US be expected to extradite Tahawwur Rana to India?
Well, look, this is a great example of how close the US and India are. We share a counterterrorism mission, but our hearts have also been broken by the pain of terrorism. And it was our investigation, criminal work that happened that got him, and we've been committed to the extradition as well. I'm confident it will happen in the next few weeks or latest couple months. The final appeal is with our Supreme Court, who has never overturned a successful extradition decision, which is what we have achieved in US courts. And our criminal justice experts have been working with Indian ones. As soon as we get a little bit of paperwork from India and that final rejection from the Supreme Court comes, he will be here to serve time, to be held accountable, and to send a message. I can't speak for a court, but it literally should be in the next few weeks.
India is looking forward to hosting the Quad this year here in India. How do you look at the trajectory of the Quad relationship now and also going forward?
The Quad is indispensable. You look at the way that President Trump elevated in 2017 the Quad. President Biden took that baton and moved it even to a new level, hosting the leaders in his own house and his hometown. And because India traded with us, that means India gets to host a new president. The elections in Australia will have a prime minister and a new prime minister in Japan. It's a great opportunity in the second half of this year to have 4 great leaders of the free world here talking about humanitarian assistance, vaccines and healthcare, energy and climate work. It's really become a platform for everything from cancer moonshot to training the next generation of IT professionals and researchers. We know the Quad reflects that we see the world strategically in the same way. It's not about any common enemy or other country, but it stands as a strong vision of what an Indo-Pacific should look like, a place where people can trade freely, can vote freely, can move goods freely, and never have to look over their shoulder worrying about whether their borders are sacrosanct.
Another issue that's taken place during your tenure in New Delhi was the negotiations on the Diego Garcia status among the US, the UK, and Mauritius, and those talks were held here in New Delhi on your watch. Could you throw some light on the status of that deal? Is that a done deal, a settled issue? I think you left with the incoming administration, the US, to take it forward?
No, we just rent directly from the UK. So that was a UK-Mauritius direct negotiation. But India cares about the Indian Ocean, and we've obviously had very important assets there that help counterbalance the world and ensure an open, prosperous, free Indo-Pacific. So I think US and India have been aligned there. We are happy to have an advisory role with UK and Mauritius, but that is now a done deal between the two of them. They came to terms which righted some of the wrongs of the past, had a fair price moving forward, and ensured the security of all of us.